Alright, we are finishing up chapter 12. We're reading from The Rape of the Mind by Mind.wmv. From his magic corner, the scientist has learned how to control the world with his inventions and mental dictates. Increasingly, the population has been seduced by the idea of remote control. The arsenal of buttons and gadgets leads us into the magic dream world of omnipotent power. Our technical civilization gives us greater ease, but it is challenge and uneasiness that make for character and strength. The repeated outlet and work through which we not only sublimate our aggressions but also refine and recondition our instinctual aims is grossly endangered by technical automatization. There exists an intimate relation between the rhythm of work and the rhythm of creation. In a world of mere leisure and no work discipline, our unleashed instincts would gain again. It is the alternating rhythm of work and leisure time that refines our enjoyment of leisure. A conference in New Haven, sponsored for the Society for Applied Anthropology on the effects of optimization on the workers, was told that the chief complaint of the workers was the increasing mental tension supplanted muscular fatigue. The strain of watching and controlling machines makes man jumpy. He develops gradually the feeling that the machine controls him instead of the machine. Instead of he, the machine. Several of my patients looked at machines as something alive, dangerously alive, because machines had no love or other feelings for the man who used them. The dangerous paradox in the boost of living standards is that in promoting ease, it promotes idleness and laziness. If the mind is not prepared to fill leisure time with new challenges and new endeavors, new initiative and new activities, the mind falls asleep and becomes an automaton. The God automation devours its own children. It can make highly specialized primitives out of us. Just as we are gradually replacing human labor by machines, so we are gradually replacing the human brain by mechanical computers, and thus increasing man's sense of unworthiness. We begin to picture the mind itself as a computing machine, as a set of electrochemical impulses and actions. The brain is an organ of the body. Its structure and its actions can be studied and examined. But the mind is a very different thing. It is not merely the sum of the physiological processes in the brain. It is the unique, creative aspect of the human personality. Unless we watch ourselves, unless we become more aware of the serious problems our technology has brought us, our entire society could turn into a kind of super automatized state. Any breakdown of moral awareness and of the individual's sense of his own worth makes all of us more vulnerable to mental coercion. Nazi Germany gave us the frightful example of the complete breakdown of all moral evaluations. In the SS society, racial persecution and murder became a kind of moral rule. All this may sound extreme, but the fact remains that any influence, overt or concealed, well or ill-intentioned, which reduces our alertness, our capacity to face reality, our desire to live as acting individuals, to assume responsibility and to face up to danger, takes from us some part of our essential humanness, the quality in us which strives toward freedom and democratic maturity. The enforced mental intervention practiced by the totalitarians is deliberate and politically inspired, but mental intervention is a serious danger even when its purpose is non-political. Any influence which tends to rob man of his free mind can reduce him to robotism. Any influence which destroys the individual can destroy the whole society. And that concludes, my friends, chapter 12. And we will begin chapter 13 sometime soon. And we will be finishing up this book not too far in the future. I would like to move along so we could get into that book that Greg's been waiting on. And then I have a couple other books lined up for us that are very enlightening. So I'll see you in chapter 13.